Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Caroline and I live on the east coast of Yorkshire with my husband and our youngest daughter and quite a few pets. This vlog is going to be about some of the things that I do in the garden. It's actually 10 things that I do while I'm gardening. As you can see, I'm just picking our first lot of carrots at the moment, which is really exciting, and a lot of them have been chopped up and put straight into the freezer. So without further ado, this is what I do. 10 things I do with my garden. Number 1, I use a lot of seeds, but I also use some starts while waiting for germination. Otherwise you find that you have a long wait and you can get quite impatient waiting for things to start to germinate. And there's nothing wrong with having a few starts as well, like little plug plants, just to help you along the way. It's a really good idea really, and it stops you getting despondent while you're waiting for the seeds, especially this year where everything seems to have taken so long to germinate with all this damp weather that we've been having. Number 2, I grow what we like. So instead of just growing food for the sake of growing food, I really focus on the food that I know that me and my family will eat, such as carrots. I do a few potatoes, even though we don't have a lot of room for potatoes. I do a lot of cabbage, courgettes. I'm doing leeks this year because I know that we like leeks, but we're not a big onion fan. Garlic, tomatoes, cucumbers, all sorts of things, but just stick to what you like, especially if you've got a small space like I have. It's really important that you eat the things that that you grow the things that you really like to eat. Number 3, I try not to see it just as work and stop to watch the wildlife and nature doing things while I'm working out there. So instead of just thinking, oh God, here we go again, having to plug plants and plant seeds and water and everything on a night, I try and sit a few times in the garden and just enjoy it for what it really is. There's no point in growing things if you're not going to sit in your garden and look at the beauty around you. Number 4, I grow lots of flowers along with the veg. Open flowers like daisies and cosmos are really good for bees and hoverflies, and it means that they can pick up the pollen and pollinate all your vegetable plants as well. So it's really important to have the right balance of flowers and vegetables rather than just having vegetables or just having flowers in the garden. Number 5, I pop in and out of there all day long so I don't get overwhelmed by the job. This is a carrot top pesto that I've just made. Obviously with the carrot tops and a few herbs and garlic and a bit of basil as well, and it's made loads and loads of little pots of pesto for free. Really good idea. And these are my cookies that I bake as well. I'm doing a lot of batch cooking with things so that we don't eat it all in one go, and we've got a little bit extra left over for the rest of the day. And also this is my granola. This is 3 weeks worth of granola that I've made as well. So yes, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, then you don't get overwhelmed with all the stuff that you've got to do if you do it nice and slowly like that. Number 6, I grow potatoes, carrots and courgettes in really large plots so that they don't take up loads of space in the garden. And by plots I mean pots. This is a bit of rhubarb jam that I'm making. I only managed to make one little tiny pot, but hey, it's worth it for in the pantry over winter. Number 7, I do no dig as it doesn't disturb the soil and allows the worms to do their work. Also less back-breaking work for me, and it's just the way that I like to do things. I'm quite lazy in that way, but I like to see things really happening as well, really quickly. Number 8, I make sacrifices. I don't expect everything to grow. The other week I dug up my broccoli because I thought it's not going to grow and it's taking up too much space for hardly anything. Number 9, I give myself grace when I don't make it out there because of how I'm feeling. As you know, I have a few issues with my mental health, partly to do with being autistic and ADHD. So if I don't make it outside, I just give myself a rest and I say, we'll do it tomorrow. And number 10, I have a go. I am in awe of this little plot of land, and I'm the caretaker of it, and I try to make the world a better place for everyone. Remember, you are a human being, not just a human doing. Until next time, bye-bye. And that's the garden tour. Remember, you are a human being, not just a human doing. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.